Skyview's academic team had the privilege of traveling to Frenchtown for a competition on Tuesday. We had a group of 10 students and they represented Skyview very well. In the morning, teams participated in pool play. The A team came out very strong, winning our pool and losing only to Bozeman. During bracket play, the B team redeemed its day with some strong performances in the exhibition bracket. They struggled during pool play but were able to finish third in the exhibition bracket, good enough for 13th overall. The A team ran into some tough competition in the semifinals and came up short of making the championship. They finished strong with a close win over Sentinel and were able to avenge their earlier loss with a dominant win over Bozeman in the third place game. Special shout out to the academic prowess of A team members Parker Pablinski, William Lefevre, Paige Garcia, Isaac Moore, and consensus team MVP Noah Miller, who came in clutch in the final two matches. If you may be interested in the academic team, you're always welcome to come to room 239 Tuesdays at lunch or Thursdays after school. See Mr. Kim if you would like more information. We are always in need of more literature experts if you are an avid reader. Here are a couple of highlights.
Phenomenon's namesake redshift was measured in the pounds red cut experiment. Waves named for this phenomenon, which can be produced by rings of black holes, are measured by LIGO. General relativity describes this force around objects with mass. What force keeps the moon in orbit? Question 1. 7 murals with red backgrounds from this archaeological site show a woman's initiation into a mystery cult. The site's Garden of the Fugitives contains many plaster casts of residents crouched on the floor. Like nearby Herculaneum, the eruption of Vesuvius buried... Yes.
The AA Choir Festival was last week. Skyview West Senior and Great Falls High spent 2 days working on brilliant pieces with a collegiate director, Dr. Brian Murray from Wyoming. They performed their movements from the piece called Illuminary by Elaine Hagenberg Tuesday at 7 p.m.
Winter sports start next week. All of your completed paperwork and physical need to be turned in to Miss Stacy in the activities office and uploaded to Dragonfly before you can try out. If your paperwork isn't in, you will miss tryouts. See Miss Stacy in the activities office if you don't know what any of that means. If you want to skip the lines into events, you can go download the GoFan app on your phone, which is a new digital activity pass. That way, you won't need to buy a ticket for each game. Tryouts start Monday. Here are the schedule for tryouts for next week. Swimming meets at MSUB at 5:15 a.m., and that's in the morning. All levels of girls basketball will try out from 3:20 to 5 p.m. First ladies wrestling practice November 25th at 5. Meet by the weight room with running shoes on. For boys basketball, juniors and seniors will try out from 5 p.m. to 6:30. For freshmen and sophomore boys basketball, you will meet from 6:30 to 8 p.m.
There'll be a mandatory swim team meeting today after school in Mr. Hill's room, so if you want to dive in and race others, be there.
Hey Falcons, your 2024 Skyview twerp nominations are here.
For girls, we have Lexi Noseep, Harbor Farron, Taryn Salveson, Ruby Shelley, and Olivia Krieger.
And then for the boys, we have Ryan Darrenfield, Weston Fink, Kaylor Jones, Chase Larson, and Connor Smith. Make sure to go vote for your twerp king and queen. Twerp is coming up this Saturday at 8:30 in our Skyview Commons. Make sure to check out the posters in the hallway for more information about the dance. Near the main office, you will also see a poster with twerp royalty nominations and a QR code to vote. Make sure to scan it ASAP. If you see anyone from Key Club in the hallways, make sure to give them a smile, as Key Club has been working hard for the past few weeks to prepare this dance for you Falcons. Every day at lunch this week, Key Club will be selling twerp tickets near the Commons. A singles ticket is $20 and a couples ticket is $30. We accept both cash and check. If you plan on bringing someone from outside Skyview, please make sure to grab a slip from the sales table and get it signed by a dean ASAP before the dance.
These tickets are on sale right now. Spend $30 for a prime rib dinner while watching beautiful Christmas performances by Skyview singers, or spend $10 just to watch. Feast will be December 6th and 7th at 6:30 p.m.
We Love is a club here at Skyview all about serving our school. This week is Love Week. Monday, we served food at the cafeteria staff. Tuesday, we had a club meet and lunch together. Today, we cleaned sneakers, and tomorrow we have a surprise for our staff. And on Friday is the Skyview Day of Giving. We're asking for gift cards, change, cash, and checks to give back to the kids who need the most. Happy holidays.
Last week, 2 more Skyview Falcons signed with universities to compete after they graduate. Rae Smart will compete in basketball and track at MSUB, and Noah Miller will run cross country and track at Montana Tech. Here they are.
I'm Rae Smart, and I committed to MSU Billings to play basketball and track and field. I chose MSUB because it's local and all my family can come to watch, and it also gave me the opportunity to play 2 sports in college, which was a big deal to me, and it's got a very good community base and the coaches are very knowledgeable. The basketball team went to the Elite 8, I think, last year, and they only had 2 losses last year and 4 the year before, and then they're off to the good start this year also. In throwing at MSUB, I would be able to compete at the conference level and most likely the national level as well, which is something that is a big deal to me because I would like to be successful in what I do. At MSUB, I'm going to study health and human performance, most likely, with getting my master's in athletic training. I'd like to thank the whole Skyview community for all the support they've showed me throughout the last 4 years, and then most importantly, I would like to thank my parents for supporting me in everything since I was just a little thing, and my grandparents for never missing a game, and my siblings for giving me something to be proud of and represent.
Hello, my name is Noah Miller, and I just signed to run cross country and track and field at Montana Tech, and I am currently planning to get a master's degree in environmental engineering. So I had quite a few opportunities to run at other schools such as Carroll, but I found that Tech was going to be the greatest fit for me because there's great scholarships that make it really cheap, and I feel like I would really thrive in the small school atmosphere that they have up there. I've been running throughout all of my high school career, and I never really thought I'd have the opportunity to be able to run in college, but after last year I had a really good track season, and the state track meet I hit a huge PR in the 2 mile, and I finally realized, oh shoot, like this is something I could actually do, and I started looking into running in college, and I think it's going to be a super fun time. I want to thank my friends that have always pushed me, my coaches that have given me great opportunities to grow as a runner, but mostly my mom and sister who have always believed in me. Thank you guys.
There are many ways to be in the yearbook this year. If you have a pet, a cool tattoo, or got style, scan the flyers around the school. Seniors, you have a month and a half to get your senior picture or your senior quotes in. To submit your senior quote, you're going to need to go to the Class of 2025 Google Classroom. It was posted about the beginning of the year.
Hey guys, I'm Jasmine, and today I'm here with Gavin Woods, and we're interviewing him today because he has his student's pilot's license. So Gavin, how did you get into flying?
So pretty much how I got into it was about 5-ish years ago. I joined CAP. At the age of 13, I took my first flight, and ever since then, I've kind of been hooked.
Good morning, Billings Ground, Tier 2368, looking to pick up IFR to Wolf Point with information, Mike.
Tier 2368, Billings Ground, clear to Wolf Point Airport, via the Billings 5 departure, then F5, maintain 7000, squawk 4375.
And just now, I've been really getting into flying, and I think I'm about 24 hours into it.
So what type of plane do you fly?
I fly a Cessna 172S. That is the technical term for it. S means Skyhawk.
Walk us through what's takeoff like.
Okay, so pretty much We always start inside the plane. I always turn all the power, the lights on, and then turn the flaps all the way full so they come down. And I would do a walk around, check the lights, make sure they're all working. And then we'll do what's called a pre-flight. We walk around the plane, checking all the control surfaces, making sure there's nothing wrong with the plane. And sometimes things go wrong even after that point, which is kind of what happened to me last week on Friday. I was doing my run-up, which is like just before when you're getting on the taxiway, and my standby, which is like we have our big consoles that tell us all our fancy information, and there's a standby for when those don't work. My whole standby was lit up red and nothing was working on it. It was a little scary, I can tell you that, especially when I'm by myself over there.
And what do you love most about flying?
I'd almost say the thing I love most about flying is just like the freedom of it, because you're up in the air and you just almost have free range of whatever you want to do. It's just a fun experience, really. The worst part is the groundwork, how much time you have to spend studying these things. Absolutely absurd. I mean, 3 to 4 hours every day for a month and a half straight. It's a lot of work. It's not really a school. I do it privately, one-to-one with my CFI, which is Jake Ramirez. He's an amazing guy. One of the biggest inspirations I've ever had was from him. Just in general, he's one of the smartest people I've ever talked to, and it's just a really big inspiration for me. It's really nice to have that one-on-one. It's not like a big school like Rocky Mountain College where you're not in this big school full of people, because you get more experience. I think it's more personal and you learn more, so it's a little better.
And so what's the future of flying for you?
So pretty much what I want to do, it's the big goal, is I want to go into the United States Air Force as an officer and become a fighter pilot. That's the big goal. You don't need to go to the Air Force Academy. I can try, likelihood very low, but I plan to go to college, get a 4-year degree, and then apply for an OTS, which is Officer Training School, and then going in through that way. If not, I want to do some sort of cargo flying of some sort. And if none of that works out, I just plan to become a commercial pilot and just fly big planes with people and whatnot. So that's the big goal.
Okay, well, thank you, Gavin, and good luck in flight school.
Thank you.
Yeah.
This Saturday is Brawl of the Wild. Montana State and the University of Montana will go head-to-head in this annual football game. On the Skyview staff, we have 2 former D1 players from these rival universities, Mr. Watkins and Mr. Hasquet. Here's Campbell with an interview.
Hi, I'm Campbell, and this weekend on Saturday is the 123rd annual Brawl of the Wild against Montana State University Bobcats and the University of Montana Grizzlies. Today, I'm joined with Mr. Watkins, who played football at Montana State, who is a strong safety, and also Mr. Hasquet, who is a power forward for the University of Montana Grizzlies. Today we have our own Brawl of the Wild, where Mr. Hasquet and Mr. Watkins will go head-to-head with their own jokes.
You hear they found a sign of intelligence in Missoula? Yeah, it says Bozeman, 205 miles.
Campbell, I saw you didn't bring anything to drink here. This is a pretty good year.
What's the difference between the Grizz and $1? $1 can give you 4 quarters.
What do you call a bobcat that wins? An endangered species.
How many Grizz fans does it take to change a light bulb? Only 1, but they get 3 credits for it.
What's the only thing more inflated than home prices in Bozeman? The bobcat's ego.
Did you know my vacuum cleaner stopped working last night? Yeah, I just slapped a Grizz sticker on it and it started sucking again.
Mr. Watkins, you're really good at math. How many years in a row do the Cats have to beat the Grizz to even this series?
Side. Okay, so I could. Okay, then just give me a second to figure out what